My name is Carl Fehres. I'm an American photographer living in Paris. Being a photographer in Paris is amazing. It's inspiring. It's intimidating a little bit. I used to live in Texas, and the fashion industry in Texas is very small. It's very small, and here it's the center. Paris is one of the centers of the world for fashion and fashion photography in particular. So there's so much history here, and there's so much talent. There's talent in stylists and makeup artists and fashion companies, photographers, printers. The entire industry is here. And so because it's all here, you can surround yourself by talented people, it's incredibly inspiring. It's also intimidating, so it's tough to be surrounded by people that are just that good. It's amazing. I shoot film because it's easy. It's that film look. And so shooting film, when I get scans back, or especially when I go to print and I print the final product out, that's how I want my work to look. So when I'm shooting digitally, you've got to go and try and put crazy edits on a file to make them look like film does naturally. And for me, it's just not a lot of fun. So I would rather just focus on the shoot and shooting film and getting the results straight away that I'm looking for, rather than trying to twist a digital file into something that looks like the way I'd like it. I love working with different cameras when I shoot because each camera has its own personality. That's especially true of film cameras. I mean, you look at the range and the styles and the types of film cameras that are out there over the last 3, 4, 5 decades, and they're all amazing. And they've all got sort of a unique look. They function differently, but the results also are substantially different. Medium format, large format, regular 35 millimeter, even within a certain size. So, I mean, there's a look that Hasselblad 500 series camera is going to give you versus a Pentax 6.7 versus a Mamiya RZ67, for example. They're amazing. They're all amazing. And, that versus a 35 millimeter, you're shooting on a Leica or Nikon or, a Pentax or whatever on 35 millimeter. Each of them also has a different look, and they act differently. At the moment, I'm inspired by, several photographers. One of them is one I've been inspired by for years, which is Rodney Smith. His work is whimsical, which I love it. They're interesting photographs that make you want to stare at the photograph for more than just a second, more than a fleeting moment. For me, it just adds another dimension. So it's, world serious, and in a serious world where everything is so tough all the time, to take a minute and to spend some mental freedom on photographs that are whimsical, I think is very freeing, which is great. Other photographers I've been introduced to relatively recently by some talented people here are Steve Hyatt and Guy Bourdon. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not sure. I'm still getting my French accent down. They're both fashion photographers, and an art director here, a friend of mine, she pointed out something in my work that I didn't realize myself, is that I tend to shoot in the third person. I tend to shoot my subjects in third person. And I didn't realize I did that a lot, but I guess it's my preference, one of my preferences, and Steve and Guy both do that a lot as well, which I thought was interesting. So. For me, the best part of being a photographer is getting the chance to meet new and interesting people, and traveling and seeing amazing places. So, it forces you to look for those things, essentially. One of the things I like to say during a shoot is that it's easy to take a beautiful photograph of a beautiful subject. What's really tough is to take an interesting photograph, something that people want to look at for a while and think about and enjoy, hopefully, or maybe not enjoy, but at least think about.